time for the Straight Up Wrestling Show.
What's going on, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show. What's up, Straight Up Wrestling Universe, Straight Up Wrestling family? Glad that you in here with me. It's Chaz. Yeah, not Chaz, but it's HBT, Harry Bernard Taylor, here with you guys live, man. And all I got to say is this. It's the same old song with a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song. Zach Minger is in the building. What's going on, Zach? Hey, man, same old thing going on with Smackdown. I see the attacks are on, so that's basically what I wanted to come in and say. The attacks are still going on. That was a good match between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Seemed like, I think they want to keep both of those two. They want to keep both of those two looking good. So it was no winner in that match, except for look like Nia Jax. Nia Jax, I have to say Nia Jax was the winner in that match when it boils down to it, Zach. Man, I see other people coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Hey, sorry that I'm late, guys, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this. But I am going to do this, and a little bit later on tonight, I'll be talking about some old school wrestling. But, guys, man, hey, welcome to the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Guys, let's finish this thing off, and we do got I see there's going to be a main event coming up with Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre to finish us off tonight. But, hey, I hope the show's been pretty good. I haven't seen it. I will go back and check out the rest. But so far, this is what we have. Man, it's been a rough week so far. But, hey, we're getting through it. And, man, let's go ahead and rock this thing out, man. Rock the rest of this thing out. Rock the rest of the night out with this Smackdown. All right. All right, WrestlePalooza. I think that's next week, guys. So that's a big week coming up in wrestling, WrestlePalooza. And I think AEW has its all in next week. So we got a lot of things coming up with wrestling. I see Alma Clark is in the building. Alma, I was not here. I was not at home. I was mobile when you called. Couldn't get it to you earlier. But what's going on, Alma? Glad to see that you're in the building. Okay, WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis, and we do see that I see that Christine Saucy Girl is in the building. We do see that they are having WrestleMania. They did announce that WrestleMania 27 going to be in Saudi Arabia. So they did announce that, and I will be talking about that a little bit later. I think I will be coming on after this. Or I'm going to keep this doggone podcast going on till later on tonight. Michael Human says, my girl Nancy says, hey, guys, how's everyone doing? Everybody's doing pretty good, Alma. All right, let me check this thing out. Okay, showing some things about Brock and John Cena, I believe. Because we know those two will be going at it at WrestlePalooza. Zach says National Video Game Day. Goodness sake, that's great, Zach. Maybe I should go up and go to Taylor's and play all the old school video games. Alma says, what's up, Harry and Christopher? How are you all doing this evening? I'm doing pretty good. Resting up some, watching Smackdown. Been cleaning out closets, storing away stuff I don't need. All right, Christine Saucy Girl says, hey, Harry. All right, Nancy says, hey, guys, how's everyone doing? And Alma says, I'm seeing the start of the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. That was a pretty good match. That was a pretty good match, I will say. But, hey, we had this big lady come out there. Chris's lady come out and pretty much disturb the peace. And she pretty much took care of business, took care of both of them. It was kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Yeah, let me send out some notices here. All right, let me turn this thing down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Brock, that was a monster. I mean, if this guy would have just continued his career, just kept going and going, man, he probably could have went down as the greatest or one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. There's no ifs, ands, buts about that in my mind. He could have been one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, I believe. And he's still a top notch guy. You know, you still got to put him in that top 20 to top 30 range, even though he just basically been part-time for most of his career, for 80-90% of his career. I don't think he ever really been full-time, guys.
With his brash, rapid persona and his confidence growing by the week, Cena set his sights on a familiar foe. I'm untouchable, straight down to the wall. Get your cell phone.
I think I'm about to get a little bit more of that tea. It's pretty doggone good. The face off, boom. Man.
It was Cena who found his voice, capturing the WWE Universe's attention with his undeniable charisma. Hey, Brock Lesnar, here comes the pain. God built me strong. Forget to give me praise.
Oh my God.
By mid-2003, Cena had transformed from an actor.
I tell you what, look, man, that was the last star that they built, that the company built. I hate to say it. I mean, Roman Reigns to a certain point. Yeah, and I mean, you know, self-freaking Rollins, but those guys are wrestling. They are just inside the wrestling realm. I'm talking about somebody the general public sees as a star. Is basically he's the last one that the company has built, and they need to build new stars. They really do for this thing to continue on.
In March 2004,
And with the money that they're asking, they talking about, man, you know, that TKO Holding talking about, hey, we you know, Nick Khan talking about he would like to see the ticket prices even higher. You know, they pretty much pricing the families out. It's sad, man. Really is. All right, I'm gonna say Sami Zayn versus Phoenix, 3-star match, B90. Okay, I did not see that one. I'm about to go back and check that out. I do like Ray Phoenix a lot. I like him better than I like his brother Penta.
John Cena solidifying his status as the face of WWE, an old adversary returned to reclaim his supremacy. It's a week from tomorrow, streaming live for the first time on ESPN and internationally on Netflix. Lesnar, Cena, I can't wait for WrestlePalooza.
All right, here comes Drew. Here comes Drew McIntyre, guys.
Tonight, it's our main event on Smackdown.
Yeah, here comes Drew. Ray is in the building. What's up, Ray? Ray says, hello, Harry and Straight Up Wrestling family. What's going on, Ray? Hey, look, man, this guy right here, I mean, he's a star, man. He's a wrestling star, an international star to a certain point. But like I said, a wrestling star, man. And if you could take somebody, if you could take somebody like him, you could take a Drew McIntyre who definitely has all the tools, the size, all the tools that you want in a wrestler. If you can make him a superstar in America, man, then you have actually achieved something very special, something incredible. But that's hard to do. It really is. In any sport, as far as athletics in America, as far as athlete outside of the country, making him pretty much the face of that sport, it's hard to do. Doesn't matter how great they are. The best basketball player in the NBA right now is a foreigner, man. It's all it is to it. Plays for the Denver Nuggets. I can't even. His name not even popping up. But right now, he's the best player in the league. But I mean, it's American fans. We do not. We just don't grasp foreign athletes as much as we should. I think Manny Pacquiao was the last one that we really, really liked a lot. So, but yeah, what is his name? Nikolai Jokic. Let's see, is Nikolai Jokic. They call him the Joker. He's the best player in the NBA. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And then you got the guy from the Dallas Mavericks. I can't even think of his name right now. But I like him a lot too. No, he ain't with the Dallas Mavericks now. He is with the LA Lakers. So, but he's very good. And they building the team around him. But he's been around for a long time. Luka Doncic. But for some reason I couldn't get his name either. But yeah, I'm definitely watching boxing tomorrow, Ray. Me and Chris have been offered to. Wow, we have been asked to go and check that out. Pretty much check that out tomorrow. Hold on for a second, guys. Hold on for just a moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, definitely watching boxing tomorrow night, Ray. Raw coming on Monday at 7 o'clock. Appreciate you reminding me, man. Appreciate you reminding me. All right, Ray says, Mag says, greetings, Harry, and chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, boxing, the fight, man. The fight, I don't know. Like I say, I think it's at the Hall of Fame bar or one of the bars, but it's going to be a lot of people there. But yeah, Chris's friend wants us to go. I don't know if I'm going to stay home. If I stay home and do it, I'll be doing it live. We do have a wedding tomorrow. To attend tomorrow, Chris and I, and it's pretty much a big time wrestling announcer as far as on the indie scene here in the Carolinas, in Georgia and Tennessee. We're gonna do his wedding tomorrow. We're gonna film it and all that, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. And he's a friend of ours, but his soon to be wife wants us to film it, so we will go ahead and film it and do some things with that. And depending on how I feel, if I'm going to stay home and watch the fight or if I'm going to go and watch the fight. But, if I stay home and watch the fight, I will be doing some live streaming on that. So I might not be talking as much in between, but I'll be talking in between rounds and pretty much checking everybody's comments in between rounds, because I will be scoring that fight, and my eyes will be glued on the fight because I want to get every single thing right. So if I do, I will be talking less than I usually do, but we'll have a big conversation after the fight. Mag says, hey, saucy girl. Ray says, Alma says, what's up, Ray? Ray and Mag, how are y'all doing this evening? Christine says, Ray and Mag, I'm well. Tons of college football tomorrow will be a good day. Yeah, it is a lot of college football. I will miss a good bit of it, I'm sure. And I know tomorrow evening my Gamecocks play, but yeah, I will be watching the fight. That's going to be a pretty tough matchup. They playing Vandy, and Vandy is not the Vandy of old. So, hey, should be a good game. I don't know who Notre Dame plays. Miami, Chris's team. Let's see. And any of the other schools, Ohio State, I don't know who they're playing or anything like that. I don't keep up with it as much as I used to. All right. Raymond says, I'm doing good. How are you? Man, I am going to have to give me some more than a drink here, man. But that's going to be a pretty good fight, guys. Pretty good fight. I think it's going to be a lot of fireworks, but Man, I don't know how it's going to play out after the 8th round. I figure about the 8th round, and things are going to get really hot in that ring for Terrence Crawford. I just really do. I think it's going to get hot in that ring for Terrence Crawford, and I think we will see. We may see a stoppage. If we don't see a stoppage, then I think one party in there is not going to be wanting to engage in this fight, and that's Terrence Crawford. I don't think he would want to engage. I could be wrong. He's in great shape, so we'll see. We'll see how everything comes out. Now Terrence Crawford is out here, and he's good at this, man. He does things like this. He's putting out there. There are allegations that he's been using PEDs, but he's already putting that out there, saying if he wins, people are going to say he's using PEDs. I don't care what he uses. He can use PEDs if he wants. I don't think he's going to win that fight, even with PEDs. Okay, Miami plays University of South Florida. Notre Dame plays Texas A&M. The Suckeyes play Ohio University. All right, we know Ohio State will beat Ohio University. They usually have a pretty good team, but not good enough to beat Ohio State. Let's see. Notre Dame plays Texas A&M. That could be a good game there. Miami plays University of South Florida. That should be a pretty good game too. But I look for Miami to win that. Michael Human says, doing good, Christine. Thanks for asking. And how are you? Matt says, Alma Clark, I'm good. How are you, Miss Alma? Okay. That seemed like I think it'd be a pretty good matchup, but I knew it. The Miz. Miz will interfere in that match. Almost says, I'm doing okay, trying to figure out how to get the money raised to pay for the rent, my rent, groceries, bills. Yeah, I understand, Alma. Prayers up for you. Definitely praying for you. Mag says, Harry, are you watching the AAA wrestling matches tonight after Smackdown? I may watch some of them, Mag. I may turn over and watch some of them. It's going to be on YouTube. Michael Human, when did Sammy get a belt? Laugh out loud. Yeah, Sami Zayn, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he haven't had it too long. Christine Saucy Girl says, Miz is an idiot and is only out for himself. Yep. But yeah, let me know what it's on, Mag. I think it's what's going to be on YouTube. Is it going to be on YouTube? If it is, I'll take it over there and we'll watch some of that. I got to take my dog out in just a little bit, though, guys. Probably right after this, and then I'll come back and do that little Triple H thing. All right, appreciate that, Mag. Yeah, I'll check out a little bit of it. And we can roll with that a little bit. Guys, I got to get something to drink. This ain't working. All right, just a minute. Stay right there. No. Okay. So you don't want that. Okay. Yeah, right there. Okay, wait a minute. You got the screen off. Just a second. Yeah, I mean, you can go across there and really see. Yeah, come on, dude. I'll turn it off. All right, guys. I see we got a Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is in the building. I'll be back on the screen in just a moment, guys. Oh, that tea is so good. Oh yeah, that is some good tea. Thank you, Miss Angela Rose Taylor. All right. Oh my gosh. That was kind of cold. My chest. I got a lot of ice in that tea. Whew. Man, Randy Orton was a little bit younger. He's actually the guy who they could really build into this major superstar. And like, hey, he's a major superstar. He really is. Uh, you know, Overshadowed by John Cena and even Brock Lesnar to a certain point over the years. I mean, but Randy is, a big name, but outside of wrestling, he really isn't. And the only reason John Cena outside of wrestling is known is because he came on the heels of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. He was on the heels of that, and he was in that, had a lot of things to do between him and Brock Lesnar, and he ended up getting on TV. I mean, not TV, but in the movies, basically. So, but yeah, as far as wrestling, man, wrestling needs that superstar, but they definitely gonna have to build superstars. These jokers talking about taking wrestling and making it like the UFC as far as prices go. Families are gonna have to watch at home. That's all it is to it. When it comes to WWE, they're gonna have to watch at home, and that sets up a big opportunity for AEW. It sets up a big opportunity for any company coming up or whatever. As far as these indies, it set up a big opportunity because, like I said, the WWE is pricing themselves out of the market, guys. They really are, and they do not care. And I saw this coming a long time ago. If you guys been watching me for a long time, there's something I've been talking about a long time ago. They talk about they out there talking about Mark Shapiro and Nick Khan and all them flaunting that, how much money they're making, or, as far as the ticket prices and all that, bringing everything up. But the WWE fans have a lot to do with this, and that's something I was talking to Chris Burton about that. But I talked to Chris about this a while back. Chris like, Harry, they're making all this money. I said, look, that's going to bite the fans in the butt, because they know these wrestling fans are willing to pull out anything out of their pockets to pay for this product, and it's a subpar product, guys. I'm sorry. We're not getting the best of wrestling right now. We're not. Last match was a good match. I did enjoy that match between Tiffany and Jay. But, hey, what happened after that? What happened? I mean, they did disqualify both of them. But then we had Nia Jax come and throw her weight around in there. Man, you could have had those girls get up and they could have kept going at each other. They could have built their, definitely could have built their feud. But nah, Nia Jax had to throw her weight, had to put her 2 cents in it, had to put herself in the middle of the action. And so now we got a three-way situation, man. It just the same old thing. What's going on, my man, Wayne Cochran, my brother from another mother, around the corner, lived around the corner. We grew up together, lived around the corner from me. All the way, Wayne is calling, man. Wayne is hitting me up from Koriyami, Japan, man. Koriyami, Japan. All right, but yeah, I know my man been staying in Japan. He been in Japan for like the last several years. I say, Wayne, how long you been in Japan now? 5-6 years, something like that. Well, maybe I say 5 now, something like 4 or 5. But yeah, Wayne has been in Japan for a while. Him and his wife Noriko. But yeah, glad that Wayne is joining me, man. I appreciate you coming in, Wayne, checking out Straight Up Wrestling Show. All right. Man, I don't need to be drinking all this tea. You're gonna keep me up tonight. But can't help it. It's that good. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to get my dog out of here. As soon as this match over with, I'm gonna have to take my dog out or whatever. I think she's getting up because she wants to eat, so I'll be feeding her in just a little bit. She can hold on. She's good. But basically, it's my mom's dog now. But I kind of pretty much took her back home for a little while, get some of this weight off of her. What my mom was feeding her was not good. I mean, she was feeding her really good, but it just she was overfeeding her, and that happens. And so I decided to take her back a little while, me and my wife. All right, let's see. Woo!
And next spike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA by Moderna is now available.
Marcus said, I can't stay long, Harry, as I'm about to watch Worlds Collide. I'm just popping in to say what's up to you and everyone here. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday. But by the way, what happened to the Trash of My streams? Well, man, I didn't have a chance to. Do it this Wednesday, but we'll get back on that. All right, Marcus said, Harry, I got one update for you. Do you want to hear it? Yeah, you can definitely tell me that. Definitely tell me what's up, Marcus. You got an update. AJ says, hey, Harry, Friday night Smackdown almost over for tonight. Did you hear your note about WrestleMania 43? Yes, sir, 2027. Did you see that picture of MJF and Alicia Atout got married? Alicia who? Alicia who? I think I know who you're talking about, but AJ, I need you to pretty much go back and pretty much retype that. Let me know who you're talking about, Alicia or Alicia. Whatever that last name got married. Wow. I didn't know MJF was engaged. I really didn't. But that's good, though. That's good. Boom, nice knee drop to the chest, Drew McIntyre. And guys, I am shocked Booker T is on here, but that's good. But that is good. Oh, goodness sake, right to the knee. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. That's not good. Goodness sake, man. Shoestring the man. Right in the back of the knee. Cut him down, guys. Oh, God. That ain't leg, knee right to the midsection of Randy. Oh, God. Well, he's going to the other leg this time. Well, he's saying went with the same knee. Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. Yeah, I see that. Mark said, well, apparently Paramount wants to purchase Warner Brothers. Why I'm saying is because they're associated with the UFC, which they boss is TKO, which is associated with WWE. So with that being said, well, TKO is not the boss of Paramount. They don't have that type of money. So Marcus, no, that's kind of a little backwards there. They are not the boss. TKO might be a part of Paramount, but TKO holders do not own Paramount. So you reword what you said to go back and look, because I'm pretty sure it's got to be the other way around. Because yeah, TKO is not the boss of Paramount or Warner Brothers. They don't have that type of money. All right, Michael Human said Drew is working that leg and knee. Yes, he is. Clark says had Mongolian meatballs with rice, butter, corn, and mixed veggies. Okay, cool. AJ Scales say Harry, WWE is spending more money for The Rock to wrestle again for WrestleMania 43. Also, I heard of Stone Cold Steve Austin try to do one more match for WrestleMania 43 for 2027. That's what I'm hearing. They are trying to bring back the legends, but I just don't know about all that. But it may happen, but yeah, they want stars over there. And thing about it is WWE really haven't built stars outside of the wrestling realm. Now, over there in Saudi Arabia, these people are big. You know, these people are stars. All right, Marcus said AEW will be looking for a new place to go by 2028, or Tony Khan can just admit defeat and do business with WWE under the WWE banner, umbrella. I wouldn't be shocked, Marcus. Arma says, what's up, AJ Skills? Marcus B90. Mag says to Marcus Miller, greetings, Marcus. Marcus said, Elma Clark, what's up, sister? I can't stay long. That must be really thirsty. I've been really drinking a lot today. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to get some water in a little bit. But, yeah, I'm going to try to finish out this match. And like I said, I do got to get my dog out. I really do. A little chihuahua. I got to get out of here. Get her and take her for a walk and all that. And I try to come back, Mag, and watch some of the wrestling tonight as far as the, Triple A thing. I'll make something a little different here. I do want to talk about, and me and Chris was going to do that yesterday. We didn't get a chance to do it. I do want to talk about that TKO Holdings. I want to do that separate, though, guys. I got a lot to say about all that. Marcus said, Man Magnum, what's up, bro? Alma Clark said, could see Sting versus Undertaker in Saudi Arabia. That's if Sting definitely, that's if he pretty much would go and sign with WWE. Or is it AEW Lifer type deal? Right now, we don't know if AEW in its current form and owned by the person that's owning it now, if they will actually be owning it by 2027. I don't know what the ratings were this week, but I know what the ratings were last week. I know it was 472,000, the worst they ever did on Dynamite, and it was the worst Collision ever did too. It was 189,000. Man, look, there's more people in Greenville. In my town, there's more people in Greenville than 472,000 people. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, when you got a nation between 360 million people, and you only pulling, you can't even pull 1 million of that. I mean, come on. I mean, let's say 500,000. You can't. Well, I think they pulled over 500,000. Somebody was saying this week, but man, 360 million wrestling should be able to pull. I mean, used to get 27 to 32 million people watching on TV a week. I mean, I know wrestling don't went down, but goodness sake, they should be able to at least pull 12 million people watching all the wrestling. Every wrestling episode that comes on TV now, wrestling should be able to pull at least 12 million people to really stay relevant. But they're not. As far as watching wrestling programs, it's even went down in the last 4 years that we've been watching it. They was pulling between 5 million and 7 million when we first started doing this. But now in the United States, we are doing, man, it's horrible numbers, man. It really is. God almighty. We're not even doing 4 million on TV. Well, if you add TKO Holdings in there, I mean, not TKO Holdings, you add TNA in there, I think it's about 4 million people watching domestically here in the United States on TV. And then, internationally, you probably got 5.5 million or 6 million. We probably got 1.5 to 2 million, about 2 million people watching in Europe. And, I'm not adding Japan in there and everything like that, but it's about 1.5 to 2 million people watching in Europe and Australia and things like that. So it's bad, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. So I say a little bit over. I say about 2.3, 2.4 million. I got to throw in AEW in there and everybody else that's international. But even if you add, even if you put New Japan in there and Stardom and all those Japan promotions in there, you just wrestling probably 7 million people watching worldwide weekly, 7.5 million watching weekly. And yes, I do know I do understand and I do know some people watching on, hey, streaming and everything, but streaming has been added into a lot of these numbers, guys. I know a lot of people like to go and watch clips and all that, but still. All right. Antonio Mendoza. What's going on, Antonio? Let's see. I know a lot of people like to go and watch clips and all that, but still. All right. Antonio Mendoza. All right, just a second, guys. Yeah, Antonio Mendoza said, yo, what's up, brother? Not much, Antonio. Glad that you joined us. Yeah, nice power slam right there from Randy Orton. Yeah, that knee buckled a little bit. AJ says, Harry, did you see the history lesson between John Cena and Brock Lesnar? Yes, I enjoyed that. I give him a big double thumbs up on that. Everything I've seen so far tonight has been good. I did not like the attack that Nia Jax came out and, put on Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. But, hey, it is what it is, man. All right, Marcus said, Harry, TKO is UFC's boss. Okay, yeah, you're right. But UFC is associated with Paramount. TKO pretty much got them to trash the mic. Is about to go either Tubi TV or like PBS. Wow, that is sad. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. He got Randy up under the neck with that big boot. Christine says, what is Booker T doing on SmackDown? Because I guess Wade Barrett is not on there. So, Christine says, hey, Marcus. All right, Antonio said, good to catch you live, man. Good that you came on. I'm glad that you joined with the Straight Up Wrestling show tonight. But, yeah, all right. Antonio says, haven't seen wrestling in weeks. Yeah, Antonio, I don't watch it as much as I've been wanting to watch it or whatever. Just had a lot of things going on. My partner, Christopher Burton, definitely hasn't been able to, get on. He's working a good bit because usually two of us. But, yeah, man, so, yeah. We try to do it live every week, Monday night, at least Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. You're going to get us doing, and hey, I've been trying to do WWE Wednesday nights. So, do Dynamite. Got to get back to that this coming week, and I want to do Collision too. Is whenever I can. We're not going around doing one of these indie shows. Oh my gosh, nice DDT right there from Randy Orton. Christine says, what's up, sis? I can't stay long, but you have fun. Thanks for always talking to me on social media. Antonio says, WWE unfortunately died WrestleMania 40. All these TV changes and price increases are to blame. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, man, hey, anybody if they've been watching us for the last 4 years, know that's one thing I complained about a while back, a few years ago, when they was touting all these, they was touting and pretty much pushing out to everybody how much money they was making and all these sellouts that it was going to come back and bite everybody in the butt. And, TKO Holdings come in and endeavored, and they have decided to take advantage of that. And I'm not shocked because they look at it and say, hey, we can charge these guys anything. And that's not good. Christine says, absolutely, Marcus. Goodness, Claymore, goodness. Wow. Oh, my gosh. The referee got involved in that. That's not good. Marcus said, Harry and the Straight Up Wrestling family, I'm about to sign off. All y'all have a peaceful night. I'll see everyone soon. All right, Marcus, we'll see you soon, buddy. This is outrageous. And once again, they got, it's ended up with chaos and carnage. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Who's coming out? Cody Rhodes. All right. Now, that's the guy they should – they should be building, to be a huge superstar because people know who he is outside of wrestling. And they could even know more about him if they could put him in the right fuse. And this right here could be a good fuse if they set it up right. Oh, wow. Nice Cody cutter, man. I look like Drew's going to just catch him and hold on to him. Nice. Nice, Cody. Christine Saucy Girl, thank you again, sis. Marcus says. And Christine says, take care, Marcus. All right, Marcus, Christine Saucy Girl put up a, prayer hands or whatever. Hey, cool. All right. Cody is back in the house. All right, Antonio Mendoza said, I love wrestling, so I don't watch AEW. I hear you, Antonio. Because, man, look, it's ECW on steroids. That's all it is. That's all it is. And, everything that I said about them 4 years ago when we started, it done raised this ugly head. Sorry to say, but that's what it is. But guys, I'm gonna stay on here just for a little bit longer, to acknowledge everybody and everything, man. I appreciate you coming on at this last minute. But if you are on Facebook, hit that like, share, join. If you're here on YouTube, you hit the like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, 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 so you know we're on like times like these. If you're on Twitch, you do the same thing. And when you see us on X, formerly known as Twitter, you hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet, and follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Appreciate everybody, man. All our family coming up in here, man, and rocking with me tonight. And hopefully I'll be having Christopher Burton here soon. Well, hey, tomorrow night we will be doing Bill Hazelwood. We will be at his wedding, Bill Hazelwood and Diane, I think McGeorge, they are getting married. So they will be Mr. and Mrs. Hazelwood. So we'll be going to that wedding tomorrow afternoon. We'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon, but tomorrow evening, if I'm not here back at home, I will be at a bar. I will be at a club type thing. And it's a lot of people going to be there. We will be watching the fight. So I may go live from there. I don't know. But if I'm at home, I'm definitely going to go live and I'm going to be doing the fight. I mean, this Straight Up Wrestling Show for a day is going to turn into the Straight Up Boxing Show. It is what it is, I'm definitely going to go on. I'm going to talk about that fight. I know AEW Collision will be on tomorrow night. I will not be watching that. Some football games I would like to watch. I would like to watch some football games tomorrow evening, but no, I'm going to watch that fight. Been anticipating that fight. Should be a good fight, man. And hey, I think Canelo Alvarez is going to take that fight straight up. All right, Michael Human says, Nancy says, man, that sucks. Yes. Nancy says, yes, go Cody. AJ says, Harry, where's Chris? He's not coming on tonight on the Straight Up Wrestling Show. No, he's not, AJ. All right, God bless you too, Antonio. You have a great night, buddy. Man like dancer. Let me read that again. Let me read that again. Which one? Where are you at? Big up, Harry, and the panel is R709. Okay, my man R709 all the way from England. This is my vlogging channel. I just saw the ending of Smackdown. It was an okay show. It wasn't too bad so far from what I saw. I have Canelo. I have Alvarez, man. That's my man. I always been a big fan of him. I like Bud too. I mean, Bud Crawford. I'm a big fan of Terrence Bud Crawford. Probably out of right now, he's my probably yeah. He's been one of my top 3 or 4 fighters in the last few years. Yeah, I like him, but I like Bud. I like Canelo a lot better. I got to roll with Canelo in this fight, Antonio. Mag says, catch you later, Harry. If I don't have a good weekend. You too, Mag. All right, Alma Clark says, I'm calling it night. See y'all next time. Good night, guys and gals. See you later, Alma. See you later. All right, Christine Saucy Girl says, night, Mag. Take care. All right, my man Antonio says, I believe Canelo will hit canvas for the first time. I don't know, Antonio. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, it could be possible. I mean, but Terrence, man. I mean, Bud has got to, he's got to hit him with shots that he's not going to see coming. So that's the only way I can see it happening. But man, I mean, for the first 4 rounds, I think Bud is going to take the first 4 rounds, but barely. I mean, but after the 4th round, I think he's going to start slowing down because he's hitting a bigger man. He's hitting a bigger target. I'm talking about a solid. He's hitting a solid middleweight, and that's going to weigh on him. So we'll see. We'll see. And then after the 8th round, man, it's going to get very interesting, Antonio, in my opinion. All right. Nancy says 2.5 stars. Okay, 2.5 stars. We can roll with that 2.5 stars for the night. Are you going for the night or for the match? I think if you're going for the night, I can roll with that. But from what I saw, it was really good from the ending of it. All right, Christine Saucy Girl says, bye, Alma. Antonio says Canelo might not lose, but he will taste canvas. Mark my words. Whoa, yeah, that could be it. You could be on the money on that. Mag says, Christine Saucy Girl, get evening, Christine. All right, good evening, Mag. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate my man Antonio coming through. Christine Saucy Girl coming through. Michael Human coming through. Nancy, my girl Nancy. Let's see. My girl Alma Clark coming in. All right. My man like Danso coming through. I appreciate him coming through. All right, let's see. Ray Underwood came in tonight. AJ Scales came through tonight. Marcus Miller came through tonight. Let's see who else we got. I want to make sure I get everybody that stepped in tonight. Wasn't on here that long. I did not start out with, only got caught like the last 45, 50 minutes of Smackdown tonight. So I just want to make sure, because there were probably some names in here that I did not see or whatever, but I think I pretty much got everybody that's on tonight. If I didn't get your name, hey, I meant to mention you straight up, but hey, appreciate all our friends coming on here, rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling family tonight, man. Straight Up Wrestling Universe. We're still doing our thing. I'll talk to each and every one of you later. You guys have a great evening. And, hey, I might come on and do a little bit of that Triple A. But right now I got to take this dog out. And, I don't want you guys to be just sitting here waiting for me. So, hey, look, if you may get a notification or whatever. But, Mag, if I decide to go on a little bit and talk about that, I will pretty much send you a message. All right, my brother? All right, guys, y'all have a great night. Stay straight up. Let me see, make sure. Let me get the last few. If I got another comment. Okay, Christine Saucy Girl. Okay, I got a few more things before I get off here. Let's see. All right, my man like Danzo says, Cody versus Drew. I would love to see Drew win out. The storyline needs to be better. Cody been out for a while. Yes, he has. Christine says, so Carolina plays at 7:45. At 7:45 on the SEC channel tomorrow. Okay. And Antonio says Bud needs to match the starting pace. Slow and smart first rounds, and then push on the last rounds. Yes. Yeah, he could win, man. He could win. I wouldn't have no problem with him winning. I mean, like I said, he's one of my, top 3 to 4 fighters in the last 10 to 15 years. I mean, hey, Bud Crawford, he's a champion, man. He's one of the best of all time. As far as the intangibles, the way he puts together his shots, the way he conducts himself in the ring, he's one of the best, man. He's one of the best ever out here. But yeah, he's going up against a juggernaut, man. Hey, Canelo is no joke. He's a star. He's a star. But a lot of people, some people's trying to look at it and say it's going to be like the Floyd Mayweather fight against Canelo years ago. Canelo was a much better fighter. He's older, he's smarter, and he's learned defensive moves that he didn't have back then. Still, I don't think he would have ever been able to beat Floyd Mayweather. Never. He would have never been able to beat Floyd Mayweather. But, man, Bud is not Floyd. He's not. People can look at it and say, oh, man, it's going to be the same. He's going to be able to teach him a lesson like that. No, he does not have Floyd's skills. Not many boxers of all time can say they had those type of skills, as far as Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people might not like him because he don't engage or whatever, but, it's the art of boxing, hit not and try not to get hit. And Floyd did it better than about anybody who's ever done it before. But, hey, guys, I am out of here. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Stay straight up. To the next stream. Peace.